From Cleveland, the Pistons won both games in Detroit. Red hot after falling behind Orlando 3-1 in round one. So desperation time for the Cavs. And they played like it. Donovan Mitchell, so dynamic off the dribble, still in his 9th NBA season. Mitchell had 20 points and 5 rebounds in the first half. The first Cavs player to do so in a postseason first half since LeBron. Cavs led by 16 at the break. Third quarter, Cade Cunningham, one of 10 assists to Duncan Robinson. Cade did turn it over too much, though. 8 turnovers. Pistons cut the lead to 7. Mitchell in transition, watching Cunningham, and one. The smooth operator made the free throw. Pistons down only 3. Just over a minute to go in the third. Oh, boy. Mitchell had 35, 10, and 4, his 35th 30-point playoff game. 2.5 minutes to go, tied at 104. Max Strus the steal. Cleveland got 28 bench points, grabbed a 2-point lead. But a minute and a half to go, fear the beard. James Harden, step back, you don't know me like that. Cavs down, Cavs up by 4. Next Pistons possession, Cade all over Jared Allen. The poster to pull Detroit to within 2, but the Cavs would answer. Harden, Trevi took over late. 9 of his 19 came in the fourth. Next Pistons possession, Cunningham the 3. 27, 10, and 10. Second career playoff triple-double. But Harden, it's still incredible to think he's got more points than Melo and Shaq. Go to work. 3 of 3 in the final 129 of the game. The 11th all-time leading scorer. Put the Cavs in front by 4. 25 seconds to go. Robinson, no. The Cavs will salt this one away. 116-109 the final. We've got a series again in Cleveland. Detroit on top 2-1.
How did you silence the chatter tonight and have this sort of response in Game 3?
What chatter? What chatter?
Donovan, you had it going throughout the course of the game tonight, and then in the last couple of possessions, kind of took a step aside for James. Why?
It's James Harden. Like I am who I am, he is who he is, but that's what makes us so dynamic, right? You can, choose. It's easy as the outside world, can easily turn on you like that. Right, you know what I mean? But the biggest thing is how can you stay consistent throughout, even keel throughout. If you watch his face and demeanor, you couldn't tell if he's shooting well or shooting poorly.
I mean, chatter is going to be chatter regardless. Whether you do something good, whether you do something bad, for me. So, still, to give me opportunities in this fourth quarter, and I take advantage of them.
We did our job getting back into the game. Fourth quarter. Turnovers, little things that just careless turn. I wouldn't even say careless. I care about it a lot, but just bad plays. That could have got shots on.
116-109. Now the series is 2-1 in favor of Detroit. James Harden finished with 19 points, 7 assists, but he had 9 of those points in the fourth quarter, and he had 3 straight. He had the mid. He had a pull up. He had a floater, and then he hit a step-back 3. Harden had everything working in that fourth quarter. The midi was falling. Float game, dropping the 3 ball that really iced it.
Yep.
This was regular season James Harden.
Yeah, it was.
Donovan Mitchell came up big. He had 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Joe, lucky game, or do we have a series?
We definitely got a series. I think this is why you really bring James Harden over, to be able to close out a game. Now, can he duplicate that? Yeah, he don't have to be great throughout the whole game. I thought Donovan had a nice rhythm and flow throughout the whole game, to which he scored the basketball at will. But I blame this loss for the Detroit Pistons. I blame this on JB, their coach. I'm going to tell you why. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock. Y'all done fought back. Y'all done climbed. Y'all was down, 15-17. In the fourth quarter, 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock. It's a tie game. Cade taking the ball out. I'm screaming at the TV, Uncle Ocho, man, call one timeout. The boy dead dog tired. Cade is. Cade tried to throw the ball in. He turned it over. Led to a bucket.
Yep.
Come right back down.
Screw stuck it. Got it right out the air.
Came right back down again. Turned it over again. They went down. I don't know. I can't remember if they scored. They scored. Come right back down. Cade turned over 3 times in a row because he was so tired, bro. That ain't Cade, bro.
Yep.
The man was so tired. So look, boom. He finally called a timeout because they end up getting down by 4. Cade comes out of the timeout. What'd he do, Unc? He scored the first 5 points out the timeout. You know what I mean? He just needed a breather. If it wasn't for that 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock, if he'd have called a timeout and gave that man a quick 20 second, he'd have came out and been fresh to been able to close these boys out. I think Detroit should have won this game.
Let me ask you this, Joe. And also, okay, you're down. Why would you take Thompson out and bring Jenkins in? You need stops. You don't need offense. Because now they're gonna put Robinson in the pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They put him in the pick and roll. Now he got boom. So that's twice. Now he had an unbelievable shot on Tobias, but I agree with you. I thought Cade inefficiency in the first half really put him behind the 8 ball. He was terrible in the first half. But you look at him in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, he single-handedly. He didn't single-handedly, but he brought him back. He hit a 3 to gave him the lead. Mm-hmm. But like you said, Joe, he was out of gas.
To turn it over 3 times in a row like that, Uncle Ocho, y'all. I mean, that
at the end of the game when you got to have.
I blame him because he couldn't even get back on some of them turnovers he was making. You know, that was the crucial point in the game, bro. That was the crucial point.
Yes.
Look,
yes.
Tobias Harris giving you everything you need from in a sidekick.
Again, another 50% effort. Perfect from the free throw line. 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. No, Tobias gave him the lead. Cade cut it to 1. Tobias ended up giving him lead. Ocho, Joe, another thing, Ocho.
Yeah.
Explain to me, Paul Reed is cooking. Why would you take him out and put Duran back in, Joe?
Man, I wouldn't have took him out. But you know how it is. He felt like he had to get Duran back in.
No, you don't. Paul Reed was perfect from the floor. He was perfect from the field, perfect from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And he's plus 11. The guy minus, guess who had the biggest minus?
Duran.
Well, Jenkins. Jenkins was defensively, he was all over the place. Duran, minus 14, Joe.
Yeah, I mean
he was getting cooked by Allen.
He hadn't been having a great playoffs. I think we know that. I think with Allen and Mobley playing like this, I still would like to see Mobley being a little bit more aggressive. But hey, man, they were the more desperate team. They were the more desperate team today.
They were, they were tonight. I think they obviously this game. I understand Cade being tired, with 2 minutes left to go, but I'm glad James Harden showed up in that fourth quarter, Joe. I'm glad he showed up. I think it gave him a little confidence. Obviously, most of the time you think players don't hear some of the stuff that is said from fans or some of the stuff that's said, from analysts and pundits that watch the game. But I think this is going to give James Harden a little confidence, even as great as he is, and great as we know he can do, and some of the things that he can do with the ball in his hands. I think having a game like this in the fourth quarter is going to make him that much better in the next game. And I think they're going to get themselves back in the game. Hell, goddamn, Donovan Mitchell was, 13 for 24 for 35 tonight, right? James Harden can still give them boys one of them games. He can have an out-of-body experience like that because he's used to doing it. It's just about having that confidence to do so. He only had 3 turnovers tonight. He been killing them in the turnovers damn near all series long. But tonight he minimized those. And he showed up when it mattered most.
If I'm Detroit, I'm trying to keep Duncan Robinson off of him. Don't let Duncan Robinson.
But that's what I didn't understand, Joe. Why would you take Thompson out, leave Robinson in, and then put Jenkins in? They're not good defenders. I don't want none of them guys matched up because you're gonna take Cade and put him on Donovan Mitchell. So I want Thompson. On James Harden. Yeah. So if he gets the pick and the pick has to go through Tobias, I can live with that. Even if the pick has to go through Paul Reed, I don't want Duncan Robinson. I don't want Jenkins, who's a smaller guy, on James Harden. And I definitely, at all costs, want no parts of Duncan Robinson on James Harden or Donovan Mitchell at any point in time.
But it don't matter if he in the game, if Duncan Robinson, we seeking him. I don't give a damn who he guarding. Come take this pick. We seeking him. And look, it's like you put him on that island by himself. He ain't got the foot speed to stay with James on that island. Getting him with that left to right crossover. That was so mean tonight. I'm like, hold on. And once you get a guy going, he made one on Duncan Robinson, then he got to Tobias Harris, then he get to his flow game. Yeah, he closing you out.
But and that's the thing. It's the same thing with Luka. As great as Luka is offensively, they hunt him out on the defensive end. And so the thing that they did really well is that they set the pick up high. So now you can't bring the double team, because if I bring it to one of the corners, you're gonna trap me. You're gonna make me give it up. I'm gonna bring it to the top. Now, 1-4.
Yeah.
Me and you, baby. May I have this dance? Hey, okay, you know what he gonna do? He go, ha ha. Okay, you ain't going for that one, huh? Hey, ha ha ha. Oh, I see you. You lead it. And see you, hey, next thing you know, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
And then he see you playing back off, that he go
pull up.
Hey, I'm gonna get James his prop, bro. We've been on his ass by not coming through. And, I thought this was why they brought him here. To come up in big situations like this in the postseason when they really needed it. They need a guy who can really calm things down, get to his spots, make plays. I thought he'd done that. He was perfect in that fourth quarter. So let's see.
They needed every one of those 9 points that he gave.
Because if it wasn't, I'm telling you, Cade was coming back. He kept something in his back pocket in that fourth quarter.
He caught that second
third,
win.
He got 10. In the fourth, he had 7. He because you think about what you're asking him. He had a trip dub. You're asking this man, I need you to give me everything offensive. I need you to score. I need you to rebound. I need you to facilitate for others. But also, I need you to guard James Harden or Donovan Mitchell. You're asking an awful lot. And I know he's young, but that's putting an awful lot on his plate, especially when his second best player, who's supposed to be his second best player, has really given him next to nothing.
Hey, that's why he get paid the big bucks. He got.
Well, the other guy, he said, hold on, the other guy want big bucks too. So when he gonna earn his paycheck?
Hey, listen, man, they gave themselves a fighting chance. That's all you can ask on the road, man.
I still believe that. I'm gonna be surprised if they don't win game 4. Detroit.
They not.
I don't believe Cade is gonna play this bad again. I believe Tobias Harris is in a great. Tobias Harris has played great. The last 5-6 games, this is the best Tobias Harris I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hey,
and maybe it's Detroit. Maybe he has less pressure than when he was in Philly. But he's playing phenomenal basketball.
And Detroit got enough bigs they can throw at Cleveland's bigs. They can kind of offset them guys. Reed played great. Yeah. Stewart, he was decent in the minutes that he got. He didn't play but 9 minutes. But they got enough bigs, Ocho, where they can always stay and compete. The thing is, with Cade being so young, I'm like, he going to play better. I wonder if James and Donovan can duplicate a great performance like they had tonight.
No. I don't. Well, we're going to find out. James played 40 minutes. Donovan played 38. We're going to find out. But Thompson ain't no easy out. Cade ain't no easy out. So there's a reason why they're shooting those percentages from the floor is because those are two really good defenders. Thompson is unbelievable. Man, Thompson, they switched it off. I don't know who that was. Maybe it was Donovan. But anyway, he left Donovan and came all the way back and blocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I think he had just shot a damn air ball before.
He did in the corner. Now, and that's probably one of the reasons, Joe, they wanted him out because they kind of wanted some offense. But the question is, you want offense, but boy, you at a decided disadvantage on the defensive end when you take him out because now you down 1. So you got Cade, and you still got James Harden, and you still got Donovan Mitchell. And I still want to make it as difficult as I possibly can on Harden. He saw Duncan Robinson on him. He's like,
eyes lit up. Hey, ain't melanated enough. I'm going at his neck. I'm going at his neck. Twing, 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 twing. To the right.
Hey, I like the bid. I like the bid to get the boys tying this series up.
You think Cleveland?
Oh, yeah, hey, listen, I only like it. We understand he's had bad performances in the playoffs before, but something about what the confidence do to you, Joe. You know what confidence do to Young.
Yeah.
That them 9 points in that fourth quarter might mean the difference. Might make the difference in that next game. I'm telling you. I guarantee he was probably questioning himself, turning the ball over, looking like looking like a daisical. My moves ain't working. Okay, I done seen a few fall now. My float, I done seen my three go in. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling a little better.
You
I'm gonna try this next game. I'm finna go at their head.
And the thing was, Cleveland. I mean, for this game to get back to what Cleveland shot 58% from the floor.
Damn.
Joe, they shot 58% from the floor. That was 43 of 74.
Ew.
I mean, Wade was 1 of 2. Allen was 7 of 9. Evan Mobley was 4 of 6. Harden was 8 of 14. Donovan Mitchell was 13 of 24. Schroeder was 4 of 5. Merle was 2 of 4. Tyson was 1 of 3. And Strus was the only one that shot basically under 50%. He was 3 of 7. He shot down to 60%. And it took Cade turning the ball over 3 consecutive times for them to pull that out. I don't believe Cade will do that again.
And Cade is such a mismatch that they don't got nobody who can guard him. I mean, if he miss a shot, it ain't. I mean, hell, he missed a shot, but he getting to his spots. He getting every shot. I mean, hell, they got the D Wade dude chasing him because you can't put Harden or Mitchell on him. You know what he gonna do. You know what he gonna do with them.
He'll go for 50.
So I think Detroit they in a good spot. You're right. I mean, hell, shooting 57% from the field, you're supposed to probably win this game by a dub.
Easy. But give the Cavaliers credit. They knew their back was against the wall. They knew they could ill afford to go down 3-0. The likelihood of them coming back and winning 4 straight wasn't very good, especially when 3 of the 4 is going to be in Detroit. I didn't see that happening.
Nah.
I ain't see that happening. So let's see what adjustments Detroit make. But obviously they had to feel good. The backcourt, this is why you brought those guys together, 2 veteran players, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell. When you needed buckets, they delivered. They combined for 54 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. They only had 3 turnovers apiece. You could live with that. You could live with that.
It was great. I mean, two prolific scores at that. But I still think Detroit has the perimeter guys who can slow those guys down. Donovan just got into a nice little rhythm to where he was attacking. He was downhill all night. I like to see him playing like that, being aggressive. And James was just kind of pedestrian, just kind of controlling things to the last few minutes of the game, bro. He really opened it up. He really opened it up for him because, boy, it was not looking good.
No. But I don't believe – Joe, I believe if Cade doesn't turn that ball over 3 consecutive times, I think Detroit gets out of there with a victory.
I'm telling you, man. I'm screaming at him, please take one time out. The boy is dog tired out there. You can see it. And them turnovers, I'm like, oh yeah. 3 in a row, under 2 minutes.
Yeah. He'll own it. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs took a 2-1 lead.